The Kawhi Leonard experiment. Was it a win or a failure for Steve Ballmer and the Clippers? In the summer of 2019, Steve Ballmer and the Los Angeles Clippers made waves by acquiring Kawhi Leonard, the reigning NBA Finals MVP, and pairing him with Paul George in what was widely regarded as a blockbuster maneuver. This bold move transformed the Clippers into instant championship contenders, symbolizing Ballmer's commitment to turning the team into a marquee franchise. The duo represented the hope of a championship for a team long overshadowed by their crosstown rivals, the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, in 2024-25's NBA season, as Paul George left the Clippers for the Philadelphia 76ers and Kawhi Leonard's career continues to be hampered by injuries, the time is perfect to evaluate the Kawhi Leonard experiment. The million-dollar question was if the experiment was a success, or has it ultimately fallen short of expectations? Throughout this video, we will analyze the impact of the Kawhi Leonard experiment and provide a definite answer of whether the Kawhi Leonard era has been a win or a failure for the Los Angeles Clippers and the owner, Steve Ballmer. The vision: building a championship contender. Steve Ballmer's acquisition of Kawhi Leonard was meant to redefine the Clippers' trajectory. Leonard, coming off a historic season with the Toronto Raptors in which he led them to their first NBA championship, was at the peak of his powers. Yes, he was at the peak of his powers, known for his elite two-way play. Leonard's addition gave the Los Angeles Clippers credibility, ladies and gentlemen, and put them on equal footing with NBA's elite teams. Paul George, a perennial all-star and former MVP candidate, joined Leonard in Los Angeles after the Clippers traded a treasure trove of assets to the Oklahoma City Thunder. That included Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the current frontrunner to be the MVP in the NBA. This pairing of the two league's top wings has seen a masterstroke at the time, and the Clippers were praised as favorites to win multiple championships. The stakes were high, and so were the expectations. The injury chronicles. Kawhi Leonard struggles with availability. Kawhi Leonard's tenure with the Clippers has been defined by both brilliance and frustration. His performances, when healthy, have been nothing short of spectacular. Yet, his injuries and the games he has missed due to something called load management have become an albatross to the organization. For the 2019-20 season, Leonard's first season in the Los Angeles Clippers uniform was solid statistically. He averaged 27.1 points, 7.1 rebounds, and 4.9 assists while leading the Los Angeles Clippers to their second best record in the Western Conference. However, Leonard missed 15 regular games due to load management aimed at preserving his long-term health. The Clippers entered the 2028 NBA playoffs as title favorites, but suffered an embarrassing second-round collapse against the Denver Nuggets, blowing a 3-1 series lead. Leonard was criticized for his lackluster Game 7 performance, but injuries weren't a visible factor at the time. Then comes the 2020-21 NBA season. The next season saw Leonard play 52 of 72 games, 20 games missed, a promising sign of his availability in the playoffs, ladies and gentlemen. He looked dominant, leading the Clippers past the Dallas Mavericks in the first round and to a 2-2 tie against the Utah Jazz in the conference semifinals. However, Leonard suffered a partially torn ACL in Game 4, ending his season. Clippers made their first ever Western Conference Finals without Leonard, but fell to the Phoenix Suns. Leonard's absence was felt profoundly, and the Clippers lacked the firepower to advance to the NBA Finals. Here comes the 2021-22 season. Leonard missed the entire 2021-22 NBA season, recovering from an ACL surgery without their superstar. The Los Angeles Clippers failed to make a significant playoff run, raising questions about whether the team's championship window was slowly closing. For the 2022-23 NBA, Kawhi returned in the 2022-23 NBA seasons, but played only 52 games. As load management remained a recurring theme, the Clippers qualified for the playoffs but were eliminated in the first round by the hated Phoenix Suns. Leonard was sidelined after 2 games due to a torn meniscus, another significant injury, and a growing list of injuries. The 23-24 NBA season. With the 2023-24 NBA season, it followed a similar script as before. Leonard missed 27 games due to various injuries and load management days off. While his performances were still elite when healthy, the inconsistency in his availability hindered the Clippers' ability to build momentum in the NBA. The numbers. Understanding Leonard's absences. Ladies and gentlemen, to understand the impact of Leonard's injuries, let's break down his availability by season. 2019 to 2020, he missed 15 games due to load management. For the 2020-21 NBA season, he missed 20 games due to load management and injuries. For the 2021-22 NBA season, he missed the entire season due to ACL injury. For the 2022-23 NBA season, he missed 30 games due to load management and injuries. Now for the final one, the 23-24 NBA season, where he missed 27 games, again due to load management and injuries. In total, Leonard missed 92 regular season games in 4 active NBA seasons with the Los Angeles Clippers. This does not include significant playoff absences, which have derailed the Los Angeles Clippers and their title hopes. For a player earning the maximum salary and carrying the weight of championship aspirations, these numbers are alarming. While some injuries were beyond his control, the sheer volume of missed games make it difficult to argue that Leonard has delivered on his promise as a franchise cornerstone. Paul George's departure. A turning point. Why did George leave? You might be asking yourself, why did Paul George leave if his entire family lives in Southern California? Well, the Clippers were unable to agree to an extension with Paul George, and reports suggested that the team was very hesitant to commit to another long-term deal for a player with his own injury history. George, like Leonard, had missed significant time over the years, including critical playoff games. George's decision to leave the Los Angeles Clippers reflects the broader challenges facing the Clippers. Despite their talent, the team failed to achieve sustained success, and the constant injuries to both George and Leonard, likely played a role in his departure. Assessing the success of the experiment. On-court performance. When healthy, Kawhi Leonard has been one of the best players in the league. His ability to take over games, especially in the playoffs, has been evident. However, his inability to stay on the court consistently has negated much of his impact. Team success. The Clippers made their first Western Conference Finals in franchise history during Leonard's tenure, a significant milestone. However, they fell short to the ultimate goal, winning an NBA championship. The repeated playoff exits, often due to Leonard's injuries, underscore the missed opportunities. Financial and asset investment. The Clippers paid a high price to acquire Leonard and George, including draft picks and young talent. The financial commitment also has been substantial, with Leonard earning over $40 million per year. Given the lack of championships, the return on investment has been, underwhelming. Cultural impact. Leonard's arrival elevated the Los Angeles Clippers' profile and gave them legitimacy as a top contender. Steve Ballmer's vision of transforming the Los Angeles Clippers into a premier franchise has partially succeeded, but the team's inability to deliver a championship has left an incomplete legacy. Conclusion. A tale of unfulfilled potential. The Kawhi Leonard experiment, as part of Steve Ballmer's vision for the Los Angeles Clippers, has been a mixed bag of good and bad. While Kawhi Leonard has delivered moments of brilliance and helped the franchise achieve some milestones, the persistent injuries and lack of championships ultimately tipped the scale towards failure. The departure of Paul George adds another layer of complexity, while the Clippers now face an uncertain future. With Leonard's health still a question mark and the championship window seemingly closing, for a team that aimed to redefine its legacy, the Leonard era will likely be remembered as a case of unfulfilled potential, a story of what could have been rather than what was. Whether the Clippers can regroup and find a new path to success remains to be seen. But the Kawhi Leonard experiment has shown the precarious nature of building a contender around injury-prone superstars. Let us know what you think. Do you agree with us that this experiment was a failure? Or if it was a mild success in a way? Did more people become Clipper fans? Let us know your thoughts in the comment area. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and follow. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one.